Hello again. In this video I am going to explain the mobility of lipid components in membrane, what type of movements the phospholipids in the biological membrane are making and bringing the fluid in nature. Lipid bilayer is not rigid and it's not a static structure. As we all know, it is fluid in nature. Lipid molecules can rotate freely around their long axis and diffuse laterally within each leaflets. The phospholipids very easily, with great ease, they can make a lateral movement and facilitate the fluidity nature of the biological membrane. All phospholipids of plasma membrane are mobile. They are not fixed. They are freely mobile. They can make free lateral rotation by rotating along their long axis. The transition of a lipid molecule from one leaflet to the other is called transverse diffusion. So this type of transverse diffusion is very rare. Only in required conditions the biological membrane or the leaflets, outer and inner leaflets, will attempt to make transverse diffusion, because the transverse diffusion might alter the lipid composition of the outer and inner leaflet, because every time it is necessary to maintain the phospholipid composition of the outer leaflet and inner leaflet as it is without any change. The transition of the lipid molecule from one leaflet to the other leaflet via the transverse diffusion may disturb this phospholipid composition in the outer and inner leaflets, may lead to the harmful consequences such as apoptosis. So very rarely, only when it is required, the cell will try to make transverse diffusion using certain proteins on the biological membrane, which are flipases and flopases and also scramblase, which helps the phospholipids from one layer to the another layer to move from one layer to the another layer.